Breakfast with Debs. My husband keeps interrupting my video. That's life. I discovered this birch blend pancakes. I'm a smoothie gal, so I want to switch it up, you know? So this is grain-free, cruelty-free, oh my gosh, gluten-free, no added sugar. It's not vegan because it does have eggs, and I'm trying to read this through my phone. So I already have the mix in here. I added a little bit of Ceylon cinnamon because it's great for stabilizing blood sugar. I just followed the recipe on the back. This is not sponsored. I'm going to add 1/3 cup of the water like it says. I'm going to blend it. It's going to look really kind of watery at first. It will thicken up. Much better. It was wobbling. You just keep stirring it and see how it's getting thicker. You want to let it sit for a minute. We are going to add some of Lily's dark chocolate baking chips. It has no sugar added. I forgot my pecans. I'll be adding some pecans because it's so good. Got my Cuisinart already oiled. So what I do is just like avocado oil. I don't like to use spray because I find that with these non-stick, it makes it gummy and it ruins it. So I coated that, and I love this because it's set on about medium, I think. I love this because it flips, so you get even cooking. And I'm also drinking my low-carb coffee. I am pretty much low-carb, vegetarian, vegan. I don't eat dairy, I don't eat meat, but I do eat fish and I do eat eggs. I follow the blood type diet. So we have some pecans. This is pretty much ready. I hear my husband talking politics, so I had to keep cutting my video because I don't really want politics in my video, right? And I hear him yelling, my neighbors are yelling at each other. Friendly, not fighting. But I hear him say that I'm French, Irish, German, Spanish. I'm a little bit of everything. Yeah, that's me. I'm a little bit of everything. My dad is Irish, Spanish, and my mom was French, German. But both of my parents are deceased. But yeah, European blood. So we're just gonna mix this. It's going to be, oh my gosh, this stuff is so good, y'all. I mean, it's just delicious. So we're just gonna mix it. We don't want to over mix it, okay? So I'm not gonna be able to pour this with one hand because I'm holding my tripod with my phone to record. So we got that steam in. I'm gonna pause and pour it in there and then jump back on here. Yes, this is a mess because it is a different consistency than regular pancake waffle mix. So it will look pretty once it's done. So we're gonna close this baby and we're gonna flip it. Here we go, let's flip-a-roo. We're gonna wait until that light comes back on. In the meantime, I'm going to drink some of my blended buttered coffee. I drink something called Ticino, which is really good for your gut, and I just add a tad bit of organic coffee. I brew it in a regular coffee maker. I add my vegan, well, I don't know if you'd call it vegan, but it is ghee. So the milk fat, I believe, is steeped out of here, so it's more of a healthy option for people that can't have dairy. And sometimes I'll add some of this unsweetened cocoa, pumpkin spice powder, whatever I want, and unsweetened almond milk. I know a lot of people that do keto don't use like milk or something like that, but I'm not keto. I'm just more of a lower carb type. That's the way I like to eat. Oh snap, I think that's ready. Is it ready? I don't know. Oh no, oh no, I need like a red light or flashing light. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and flip it and just open this baby. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, I think that's done. I'm gonna go ahead and flip it one more time because I do find that the birch pancake mix is a little more softer in the inside, so it's almost like sometimes I think, is it cooked? So, a few more seconds. Oh, it actually went off, so it is done. Before it wasn't. Flip it again. Get a little arm workout. Flipping, flipping, turning. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and put this on a plate, make it pretty. Do I use syrup? No, no, no. I have used maple syrup before, but then I feel kind of afterwards, so no syrup. We're gonna add a little thing to it, and we're gonna be like, bon appetit, bam. So it's gonna come out here really easy. I said awful. Really easy, like easy peasy. I'm trying to do this with one hand, so let's see what we can do with one hand. Look at that, super easy. Cannot see. There we go. Transfer to the plate. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I can't wait to eat this. Yes. And I'm going to show you the oil that I use. I usually use just plain avocado oil, but this one is mixed with avocado oil and extra virgin olive oil. Nothing is sponsored. It has for high heat cooking. And I think I use this oil in my waffle mix. Yes, I did. Usually I use like walnut oil. Put that down, and I'm gonna get the little topping that I'm gonna add. Add some shredded coconut. I have something called Swerve. It is a sugar replacement. I believe it is made here in Louisiana, or the creator, the owner of the company is from Louisiana. I have it right here. It's a sugar replacement. It is made with corn. I think that was a little flashy, but sorry y'all. Swerve sugar replacement. My shredded coconut is unsweetened coconut. Yeah, you can eat this with your hands if you want because it's just really good. And the chocolate chips in the inside are like melty and gooey, and it just gives it a really good flavor, and you got the crunch from the pecans. It's amazing. Try it, you're gonna love it. Pumpkin spice paleo pancake mix at Target. The Lily's dark chocolate, I got that at Walmart. Coconut shredded from my local grocery store. The Swerve, I picked it up from my local grocery store. So you don't even have to take a trip to a health food store. They got so many more health food options in regular stores nowadays because, you know, everybody wants to take care of themselves. And especially with, you know, a pandemic and everything, everybody wants to eat healthier. You know, just be healthier. Join me, get your fitness on today. Let's start creating, let's start just, you know, enjoying life. Making a nice, delicious, healthy meal for my husband and I. Some flounder. Ignore the Oreos, they're not mine. I have eaten about 2. Guilty. Some Paleo almond flour. Avocado. You mix a little dill and lemon and some vegan mayo, and you got a great topping for your fajitas. Some delicious tomatoes, and of course you gotta fill it with some baby spinach. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get prepping. Season it any way you like it. If you want some options, I used some lemon pepper blend, some dill, some kelp, and some Himalayan pink salt. I'm just gonna pop it in the frying pan. 100% avocado oil. I'm 57. growing up, you know, I would go on all these crazy fad diets, and one thing I never ate was healthy fats. I love cooking with avocado oil, walnut oil, almond oil, olive oil. It actually helps you lose weight. I'll be using the almond flour tortillas to make a fajita style fish tacos. You want to heat your cast iron skillet, if you have one, to medium-high heat. Once it's heated, you will add your oil. Look at that fish. Ooh, yeah. You will take the wrap out, place it in the frying pan. Once it's a slightly crunchy, you will take it out. That fish is about ready. I'm going to just move on to the dill vegan dressing. You want to add your lemon, your vegan mayo, and some dill. You're going to blend it. Just make it nice and creamy and delicious. That's going to be your topping for your fish to give it that, you know, creamy flavor. You don't have to, you know, worry about the extra calories. At least I don't. So now we're moving on to the almond flour tortillas. Of course, I'm doing voiceover because of all the extra external noises. That's life. So I took a little spatula, and just kind of broke up the fish because I'm going to be making 2 fish tacos with this. You want some smoked paprika on your tortilla because it's going to give it that smoked, delicious flavor. I'm telling you, it tastes so good. It's so delicious, and it's my favorite thing. I'm not really a big bread eater, but I do love stuff like tortillas, and sometimes I get that craving for that New Orleans style French bread. Yes, indeed. So we're just letting this flip and heat on the other side. I know some people can't have things like almonds or nuts, so you can use a low-carb wrap, a coconut wrap, any style wrap that you like. Many different filling options. You could fill it with cucumbers, sauteed onions, bell peppers. You don't even have to have fish if you're vegan. You could add beans. You could add whatever you want. You could add, you know, salmon, whatever. I made it with salmon and it's delicious. Endless possibilities, endless fillings, whatever you enjoy, fill it with that, make it with love. It's ready. You ready to eat? It's a delicious, quick meal. It only took about 20 minutes, and that's including recording time. It would be much quicker. It's delicious, and I love the smoked paprika because it just gives it a really good flavor. Because this mom is still hungry, I wanted to show you a healthy snack that I love, and I just recently started adding some low sugar jelly because I want to change something up, you know. So it is the Ezekiel sprouted grain bread. You buy it in the frozen section. I found it at Walmart. You buy it at Whole Foods or my other local grocery store. Because it's frozen, you just use a knife to separate it, and you just pop it in the toaster. Next, you want to add some ghee, clarified butter. If not, it's going to taste like cardboard. Yes. Then we go ahead and we add the natural peanut butter. I like this one, and there's another brand that I buy because it doesn't have any added sugar or salt. So as you can see, it's organic roasted peanuts. It doesn't have any oil added to it, just the natural oils that will float on top. That's from the peanut butter, and you refrigerate it. It does say 1 gram of sugar, 3 grams of fiber. I'm sure that's the natural sugar, and 5 grams of carbs. It is a creamy, dark roasted peanut butter. This needs to be refrigerated. Next, we have the lower sugar jam, strawberry jam, whatever you want to call it. I don't put a lot on there, just enough to give it some flavor. Then we want to sprinkle it with some Ceylon cinnamon because it helps stabilize your blood sugar. I was type 2 diabetic, and I reversed it by eating healthy. You want to throw on some sliced almonds for some extra protein. You want to have that unsweetened almond milk. And you have a good night. I eat late a lot. I'm not hungry throughout the day usually. So yeah, it's a good night snack. And then next is dessert. Can't wait to show you what I'm going to have for dessert. And yes, it does have sugar, but sometimes you just gotta have a treat. Get your healthy foods on today. A healthy soup option. Add some healthy fat, some almond tortillas. This is a homemade pumpkin melon squash soup. I bought the almond flour tortillas and I just cooked them in the frying pan, a cast iron skillet, until they got nice and crunchy. You got this love, some random acts of kindness rocks, Fitspiration rocks, you inspire me. I got some jasmine green tea, sweetened with stevia. Just make it work. Eat some healthy fats, eat some good foods, and enjoy life. This is my daughter's healthy creation. It is bell pepper, cream cheese, and everything bagel seasoning blend. Crunchy delight.